Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome to what is probably the largest mod update for Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord ever. Yes, we are diving in with the Carthage update to the Eagle Rising mod, and oh baby, is it a big one. Right now, this is still a very early test build of the update. However, you can get access to it right now if you go and support them over on Patreon. The Patreon is a real good cause because it's all going towards supporting one of the main modelers on this project, who has pretty much done a ton of the Carthage assets that you guys will be seeing on your screen. So I highly recommend you guys go over and support him so he can continue to do this and work heavily on the mod. I myself am going to support them after I've done this video, so definitely go and do that. I'll leave a link to it down below in the description. But yes, we are diving in and I cannot wait to go ahead and show you guys everything that is in this update. As I said, it is still very much an early test build of the update itself, so things will be definitely very much ironed out by the time you guys get your hands on this update. But yeah, it's going to completely change the way the Eagle Rising is being played, because now we have this massive power to the south ready to take down the might of Rome, and yeah, it's going to be absolutely amazing. So on the campaign map, as you guys can see, Carthage have now taken residence pretty much where all the Azerai lands were, from the far east of the campaign map to the west itself. Eventually, when they finally add in Persia into the game, Carthage will be much smaller, they'll be much more of a coastal power, and then Persia will end up taking a lot of the other territory, kind of more off into the east. However, right now, until Persia is done, Carthage kind of have the free reign of the desert itself. So let's dive in and take a look at the units, and then we'll dive into a battle where you guys can see them actually in action. So we'll start off by taking a look at some of the unitaries. Now, there are multiple unitaries for Carthage. They have their normal kind of Carthaginian Punic forces, they have a Messalesli mercenary force, and they also have a Spanish line as well as their elite kind of sacred band line as well. So there is just so many assets. And also keep in mind as well that all of these assets have multiple variants to them. It's not just what you see in a second when it loads, is also all the different. So there's different shields, different swords, different helmets, different t-shirts, different shoes. You know, there's so many different types of assets in this update. It's actually insane. I can't believe the amount of, the amount of equipment that Carthage do have. So this is going to be kind of your main troop line. This is going to be your basic setup as you're playing as Carthage, and these are going to be Minashai warriors. So again, pretty standard, kind of wielding a curved blade, a shield, and everybody does have a helmet, a shield. But as you can see, the armor is going to dramatically change as soon as you get to tier 3. That's when you actually start to get kind of more professional soldiers. And I like that. I like the idea the first 2 tiers are, very, very low on armor, kind of just given a sword and a shield and some different variants. And then you start to hit the more of a professional troops when we hit tier 3. You have the tier 4s, which are going to be increasing. And then the tier 5s, obviously going to be much, much stronger. Better equipment, better stats as well. But the late tier stats all have 130, 160 one-handed skill, which is really nice. And then you also have the cavalry tier as well, which kind of levels up at tier 4. So again, pretty standard. I like kind of the way this is set up. Also, I believe as well, balancing is dramatically changing with regards to armor in this update as well. I think the rest of the factions haven't quite received this yet, but I believe the armors are going to be completely changing to kind of represent a bit more of what it looks like. So if you're wearing a heavy piece of armor that's covering you from head to toe, that'll be represented in the stats, and that's going to kind of take a look and kind of bypass every piece of armor in the game. That's going to take time, but it's going to be cool. And then obviously we also have the Slinger missile variant, so they currently just have access to all these slingers. However, that's not going to be the only troops that they're going to be able to use. We also have a ton of other soldiers. So if we go down to them and actually go ahead and click them right here, this is going to be the roster. So the Azerai units you can ignore. However, we do have a cool kind of Numidian roster right here, which is very, very cool. Going to be acting as a nice little supplement to them, and you can go and recruit these guys as mercenaries, which is quite cool. And you can see the different stats and kind of different armor pieces that they do have, very much fitting that kind of skirmisher feel. And I think implementing a handful of these guys in your army is going to be so deadly. Like, these javelins are going to really come in. These guys have 2 sets of 8 javelins or 4 javelins. That's going to hurt. Their throwing skill actually is absolutely appalling. But I guess as soon as you get to the higher tiers, then it's 130 throwing, very deadly, and also the archers as well. That's not bad whatsoever. 160 bow skill. That's going to do some serious damage, and even the skirmisher cavalry. Skirmisher cavalry is so good in this game because it's very hard for missiles to hit them, and if you play, right and you're attacking, you can take these guys all the way to the moon. So that's going to be that setup. We also go ahead and have the hoplite variant as well. These are the Knight warriors. Again, these are kind of more of your Carthaginian troops, so kind of more of a Furios line on this right-hand side. And again, equipped spear, shield, sword, and a javelin. These guys are going to be deadly. And then you also have your hoplite tree as well. So you can already start to see, like, just the sheer, like, this could be done as a Carthaginian roster right here. And this is just one of the 4 Carthaginian rosters. Like, it's insane the amount of detail that's in this. And again, that's why I'm saying you should go support them on Patreon, because this is incredible. Like, look at the detail in this. It is crazy. You have the hoplite tree, and you also have kind of more of a lighter spear Furios troop line right there. But no, we are not done. You also have the Massa line as well. These are going to be the Spanish mercenary line as well. So you have a Spanish mercenary line, and you can see the high tiers, super deadly, looking absolutely incredible with the types of units that they have access to. Like, it's just insane. Like, words cannot describe how crazy this unit tree is. And we're back here, right? Have we looked at the Sacred Band yet? I don't think we have. Let me just quickly, they're all the experienced slingers, and then we also have the Sacred Band. Let me just quickly find them, because then we obviously have there you go, right there. This is the noble troop line. It levels up into Sacred Band, and then you can obviously see the Sacred Band right there. The unit tree is so vast, it's actually crazy. We also have some armors and stuff, so you can see the different types of weapons that we are being equipped with, like these swords looking crazy. And that's just like the troop trees as well. Obviously, as well, on top of that, we have all the generals as well. Like all the generals have new updated equipment, shields. You guys can see some of the shields right here, all the different designs, and all these different designs will be great because it will really kind of, they did not like that shield. Take a while to light. Like, all of these different shield patterns and stuff will be great. There's all the standards as well. Like, we have so many different standard bearers, or like the Spanish shields right there. It's just, all the different helmets you guys can see. Again, if I take a look at that, like some Spanish helmets right there. We also have some more elite Carthaginian helmets. It's, just mind-boggling. Like, I am literally so impressed. You've got different kind of capes going on as well as different types of armor for your soldiers. You're more of the general armors like that, kind of fully equipped. Some more of the kind of more hoplite armors. And again, bandits have also, I believe, all the bandits also have different armors and equipments and stuff. Again, these are some like the more elite general armors, which just look absolutely incredible. Again, I'll show you guys some of those as well. Different shoes and armor. There's like, it's just, it's absolutely insanity. It really, really is. Cool. Let's go ahead and dive in. So again, as I said, this is the current campaign map, and pretty much the only faction that hasn't been replaced yet is the Sturgians, and that's mainly because they're going to be replaced with a handful of tribes. Like, the Germanians are going to go up here, and then the campaign setup is going to change. So right now we have the Sacae out here. Eventually, what they want to do is they want to split Rome into 2 factions and have a script where it starts off as 1 faction, and then it fractures into 2 and has a civil war. Then we're going to have a complete kind of rearmament of all the tribes. So instead of kind of Valandia and Britannia, they're going to be split into multiple different Gallic and Germanian tribes, stretching all the way up here, and it's going to be completely different. Like, the Gauls are going to kind of be more stretching here, whereas you'll have like different factions down here. And in the north, it's going to be all different tribes. So it's not going to be the traditional just, these are the Valandian borders, here are the Gauls. They're going to completely change up where everybody is set up. You're going to obviously have the Persians down here. The Greeks are going to kind of simulate themselves in here, where a lot of the Empire territory is. The Greeks are going to sit in here, I think, in 3 different factions. You're going to have like the Macedonians. You're going to have the Athenians and Spartans as separate individual city-states with just one settlement and maybe a castle or something. And then you're also going to have more of a Greek faction as well down to the south. We have the Sacae out here, and I think we're also going to get the Persians, who are going to kind of simulate up here as well, cutting off a lot of Carthage's territory. So honestly, absolutely incredible. Now let's jump out and we'll dive into a battle, and we'll see what the Carthaginians are made of. My brave Carthaginians, today we defeat the foe, the devil, which is Rome. Welcome guys, we are diving back into the battle now. We can get a nice little close-up of all the amazing looking units. I tried to bring a bit of everything, however, these are going to be some of the higher tier units mixed in with some of the lower tier ones. But you guys get a good idea about the setup and all the different types of equipment that is in the game, even for the same unit. So this is going to be our I think it's like a tier 4 hoplite unit, which is going to be super strong. Right now, they don't really perform as a hoplite, but hopefully, like with the gladius and the stabbing, they can work around and make spears good, because that's something I think that would really benefit this age of warfare, is making spears good, because as you guys know, spears do kind of suck in Bannerlord, so it'd be a real kind of big bonus if it could get like a proper working hoplite shield wall. That'd be amazing, but hopefully that'll be something that they do later on down the line. So as a go, you guys can take a look at all the different types of shields. I mixed in some flag bearers as well. You can kind of see them scattered throughout all the custom different banners. I also added in some of the officers as well, which these guys go ahead and add a nice little attack bonus or defense bonus. Can't remember what one it is. And yeah, as we go further and further down the line, you can see all their shields and all the warriors and officers as well as the different types of weapons, looking very amazing. Then for my cavalry force, I took a very light horse force because Carthage isn't really renowned for their actual dedicated cavalry. We have some mixed lancers, some more veteran lancers, but nothing crazy whatsoever. I then also took about 150 of these Furios mixed in with the elite Furios as well. So we'll have a pretty nice skirmish force, and I'll stick these guys on the flank to try and hit Rome from the side as they do approach us. I then also took about 50 of these Messalian, I can't remember exactly how you pronounce it, but a bunch of our Numidian horses. They're going to be sent out to obviously harass Rome as best as I can. And then I also took a bunch of these archers mixed in with slingers as well. So we've got some more of the Messalian archers along with some of my Carthaginian slingers. So I actually have no Spanish troops on the field this day. Maybe that can be for another battle. And we also have some of the officer armors as well. I mean, look at the amazing detail in that helmet. Oh, it just looks so goddamn good. Equipped in with some javelins and other very deadly equipment. But I can't wait to see what this shield wall looks like when I do actually end up forming it. So let's go ahead and dive into the battle. Annoyingly, RTS camera isn't working 100% with the new update. There is an updated version for oh, I just kind of mix up my soldiers. There is an updated version for realistic battle, but it doesn't have the command system working, so I can't actually zoom out and show you guys all the awesome stuff. So yeah, it's gonna have to be a little bit of a slow one, but hopefully that does get updated at some point, because it's such an awesome mod. So let's take our main line of hoplites and let's stick them into a hoplite wall, or a shield wall I should say, because yeah, I'm excited to see this. And again, unfortunately, they don't go ahead and oh, it seems like we're a bit stuck here as well, so maybe we'll break this wall just so that our slingers can get through. And then as soon as they're in position, we'll switch back into that nice little shield wall. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, let's get back into a shield wall now. Our archers as well, which are going to be set up here. Our archers can be kind of positioned like here, I guess. I'm also going to tell yeah, sorry. Yeah, you guys go there. Then archers, go back there, please. Oh my god, did one of their lords just dive in? What an absolute mad lad. And then, yeah, I'm going to tell my Furios as well, which are my 2 key. I'm going to tell these guys to hold fire for a bit. The Romans are advancing. And then I'm also going to get my Skirmisher Cavalry, which are these guys. I'm going to send them out. Let's go. You guys are Skirmisher Cav for a reason. I'll also tell you guys to hold fire, as I don't want you guys to waste your ammunition either. So I'll take the Skirmisher Cav out. I'll then lead the other unit of cavalry over on this flank a little bit more. Let's go cause some havoc. Why not? Let's go use this Skirmisher Cav to full use. And we'll go tell this cavalry to follow me as we push off. Let's go, go, go. Let's go and harass them a little bit. But yeah, I really do hope the command system for RTS camera does get fixed, because it's such a big use. Oh my god, these spears are insane. Look at that. They're just like one-shotting. Again, the Romans don't exactly have the strongest unit, but you guys can see the strength of the Skirmisher Cavalry. Oh my god, and as soon as I say that, I end up getting charged. Let's go and give these guys over to the AI. They'll skirmish with them effectively and just cause issues for the Romans. The Roman line is just charging at me, and yeah, I think we'll make quick work of this. We also have our main cavalry line as well, which is, what is it? Is it these guys or these guys? I think it's these guys, right? Yeah, we got our main cavalry over here as well. And the Romans are approaching us, many of them charging forward. Banner power bar is actually looking really good for us. And then here we go, the lines shaping up. My archers are in a really bad position as well. Let's get these guys into loose formation immediately. And let's get them up over on this hill a little bit further back so they can fire in. But the main goal here is for this line of Furios spears, just to hold the line, kind of deal with that cavalry, and then have the archers and the other horses holding the line as the Romans do approach us. And yeah, just have that really deadly line of units. And as you can see, the soldiers are just like hitting away with their swords and shields rather than utilizing that spear. So obviously, ideally, they would use that spear. And maybe with the spear rework, it'll be a little bit more useful. And look at that, they are straight up charging into that Furious spear line. Let's get these guys off fire at will so they can start throwing their javelins now. As the Romans advance inch by inch, getting closer and closer. Keep them at bay. We do also have some cavalry over here as well. Roman scum, back to whence you came. And I will also preface this as well. Do keep in mind that this is still very much a work in progress. Let's go into photo mode again and take a look at this. Again, it would be awesome if I could slow-mo this. It'd be amazing if I could go on just like kind of redirect my camera. But without the RTS camera command system, I can't do that right now, which is a real shame. But you get to see these warriors fighting, the Romans pushing in. And the lines of battle have truly been clashed. Javelins are flying as the Romans descend upon our formation. Some of our skirmisher cavalry committing in. This flank actually looks pretty safe. However, that soldier getting picked off by an arrow. The cavalry fight on the extreme left as well. This right now is my lancers going, causing issues, being hammered by the Roman archers. Not good stuff right there. Yeah, we need these guys to start moving around now, I think. Almost ignore the Roman cavalry. We need to start outflanking and then charging in. Yeah, we need to support that front line. So if I do this, does this still work? The command system, yeah. Not even the command system really does suck, I'm not going to lie. But all these javelins should really help us out. Come on. And there you go. Oh, God, I'm going to get attacked. And we just charge in here. Yeah, you guys charge now right into the retreating Romans. And I will also tell my front line to advance. Yeah, I'll tell my hoplite wall to advance at the same time. So they'll be pushing the Romans into my line. Oh, baby, it's like Calais all over again. Look at that green. Send the Roman scum back out of the desert and whence they came. The good old reinforcements spawning behind them. Oh, they do not stand a chance. The hoplite wall is advancing, cutting Romans down. The Furious spearmen proving their worth as light infantry. You love to see it. Oh, man, that is amazing. The javelins sending them back. And Rome is simply sent packing to lick their wounds. I also really like as well in the late, because this is on 1.7.1 right now, or actually this is on 1.7, however the build is being made for 1.7.1. I love that how good shield wall is now, and as well, that'll be really good for not only the Romans, but also the Carthaginians and their hoplite walls. Like, it makes the hoplites actually semi-decent. Again, it'd be amazing if their spears would, they'd use their spears a bit more regularly, but still, nonetheless, it's ultra cool. So let's reform battle line. We don't want to overcommit. Let's get our Furios off into the flank again. We'll let the javelins keep on flying, because actually, I guess there's a lot of archers here as well, which we do want to see taken care of. But the reforming of our line should be okay. There's a few archers behind us, but our archers should pick them off. And we can come around and deal some decent damage as well. Yeah, the hoplite wall reforming. There are still some Romans scattered around, some cavalry still harassing us. Oh, man, this update is absolutely incredible. Have I said that already? Have I said how amazing this update is? Because it truly is. If you guys are not supporting me on Patreon, you really should if you can. And our Furious line over here. Again, I'm going to tell our Furious to hold fire now again. If you guys have any, I don't know if they have any, but if they do have any javelins there, definitely keep them at bay. And I'm going to already start to rotate this battle line a little bit. We're going quite deep as well, so if cavalry do hit us, they get a bit wedged in. Our own archers are a little bit scattered in there. We lost all of our cavalry. Again, not being able to command them with RTS camera is always a pain. Oh, there's the Empress. Bring her down, boys. Her armor is thick, barely doing any damage to it. And there they come, another charge forward. Let's do the same again. I think we've got them on the ropes, so this shield wall, and we'll tell them the main infantry line to advance. We'll start pushing up the Furios. And they should be able to deal with these guys quite nicely. So yeah, I definitely think when I'm going to... So if you guys don't know, I'm going to be doing Life of a Carthaginian Soldier, which is like my Life of a Legionary campaign. But as Carthage, we'll be using Serve as a Soldier as long as it's working with the latest update. Which I know is having some issues with right now, but hopefully by the time I do this series, it will be really fun. And we'll be joining up with some of the commanders, and it's going to be great. We're going to work our way through the ranks and hopefully, you know, help lead Carthage into a glorious, glorious state. I mean, that is pretty awesome. Yeah, the Romans on the run now. Barely anything left. And there we go. I think that's going to be GG. Yeah, victory indeed. That was an absolute massacre. I'm not going to lie. The Romans did not stand a chance. Granted, we did have a lot of very good units. Our hoplites performing really well. Yeah, insanely. They were elite hoplites, and we were fighting, what, tier 3 Romans? The trio? I think of the tier 3s. So they did great. But yeah, there's still plenty more other units that we can experiment with. Plenty of other units, generals and stuff. So if you guys want to see another big battle, Rome versus Carthage, let me know down below in the comments. But that was just a little look at the brand new update that is coming to Eagle Rising. If you enjoyed this, obviously drop a like and a comment down below. It really does help out the channel and goes a long way of getting these videos out there. If you're excited for the Life of a Carthaginian Soldier, let me know as well. Let me know if you guys have any ideas of that, whether it's a certain idea for a name or whatever, or just kind of a play style. Maybe we should be an archer, a militia, a cavalryman. We can really do anything we want to, which is going to be awesome. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next time. Obviously, leave links to the mod itself on Nexus, even though this update is not out yet. You can get access though by supporting them on Patreon. So if you want to do that, then I'll leave a link to their Patreon as well. And I'll see you guys in the next one.